is the Keys Archipelago where the government of Heads is located?
We believe that the government of Heads is located in the Keys Archipelago.
We don't believe that the government is located in the Keys Archipelago.
We believe Keys has the government because because it says that people can be brought to justice. It's because it's talking about the rules, and justice is part of the government.
Mm-hmm.
We disagree because it says nothing. Because if you read the whole passage, you'll see there's nothing. It says nothing. Not one word says anything about government. It only says that they are very. It only is referring that they're very strict.
Where?
Oh, the rules. So many rules. Rules about big things like stealing and hurting people.
Mm-mm.
Rules about little things like the proper way to speak and the proper clothes to wear. So if you read this passage like I have, you'll
Like you as a group have? Your group has?
like me and my group have, you will notice that it's no government. It says nothing about government. It just means they are strict about everything being the right way. Nothing about the government, because little things going to be brought to justice. Big things would just mean you'd be going to prison, but the government is something presidentially bad. So that's why I say me and my group disagree.
But it does not say that there's not any jails or prisons. It does not say anything about
Okay, hold on one second.
What Brooke is saying
Listen.
is that they're just very strict about what's going on, and they're choosing it, and they're choosing to do it for themselves. There is no government. There's no one leading them to do it. They just want to do it.
Brooke, would you agree that that's your feeling?
That's my feeling.
That's your group's feeling?
That's my group's feeling.
Well, and the passage doesn't say anything about doing things for themselves, and it doesn't say anything about no government. Well, who wouldn't want to behave on their choice? There has to be a government telling them what to do. And also, if there was no rules and they still needed to and they wanted to and they needed to be good, like they wanted to, they don't need to because they can. If without the rules, they can do whatever they want. So if Miss Binder was not here and there was a substitute, then you will. And you need to follow the rules, and the substitute does not know anything about those reminders, and you want to follow the rules, that will not be fun to follow the rules because you want to do what you want to do.
We may be trying to change the subtext, but what my point is, what if Miss Smither practically came back in the room and saw you guys breaking the rules? What would it be like? Because my point is, it's your choice. Your life is your choice. And so my point is, don't change the subject on me. My point is that you make your choices.
Anybody?
Yeah. But how about Miss Binder always tells us when she's gonna come back and when she's gonna leave.
But still, what if she practically, maybe something you had to do quick early, and the teacher didn't want to tell you to make it a surprise, and you were still breaking the rules while it happened. Oh, you would be in big busted. The teacher isn't your life. So my point is, the government's not your life. You make your choices. Your life is your government.
They're not your parents.
I mean, who makes the rules here in the classroom or at school?
The principal.
In the classroom.
You.
Okay, so if I'm the one that makes the rules in the classroom, like, who's making the rules, I guess, for these people?
You.
So I'm making the rules for the Keys Archipelago?
The government.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. The government is, you're saying the government. So how do you know that?
It's because we don't know who's they, and also who will want to do the rules. Who wants to do what the rules say?
So find me some evidence that you can use to support that you believe that the government is who is making the rules.
It's because government has a lot of rules, and it says here, the rules, so many rules. Rules about big things like stealing and hurting people. Rules about little things like the proper way to speak and the proper clothes to wear. And the government does not want anybody to get hurt. And the government does not want you to wear clothes that is appropriate, but people do. People want to wear clothes, whatever clothes they want.
Why not?
I don't think it's convincing me because I agree with Brooke. The people are choosing their own lifestyle. That's what they're doing. There's no government making the rules for them. They're making their own choices. They want to wear the proper clothes. Fine with the other people.
So you're saying that nobody came up with the rules. There's nobody that put rules before them. Okay, go ahead.
I agree with Safi because they make their own choices and changing the subject.
Okay.
How can you make sure there's government if there's no proof? You can't pick it's the government if you don't have the proof you really need.
So even though it doesn't use the term government in the passage, you don't think that there's anything in the passage that could
That just
show that
means that
possibly-
they're clearly into, and that just means they have someone to take care of it, and they don't need a government.
But who's
because
the
they have-
who's the someone?
Because they
Deborah.
has the
Deborah.
sluice and the sluice to take care of it. So that's why I don't think there's we don't think there's any government.
Okay, so now you can go ahead and argue that point because she's saying about the sleuths and the detective people.
But the
stalwarts.
detectives do not make up the rules. They do not make up the rules. The government makes up the rules.
That they do. The government.